Good evening.
Hello.
Please no.
It's too late for that. It is far, far too late for that.
This is my gimmick and you can't stop me.
I just need to make sure that this is still set to record. Revelations.
Yeah.
Time to reveal more blood.
Oh, hey. Perfect timing.
Hi.
So for some reason, the game spawned me in this little cranny behind a graveyard.
It's the spawning nook.
More games should have them.
I can recruit this man to be an
Please.
assassin.
Please help. Find the man who did this to me.
I should get you to a Hakim.
No, there is no time. The man who did this, he is looking for my wife and my daughter. If he finds them, God knows what he will do. If you value justice, Arkadeshim, please, do not let that monster harm my family.
The Avenger.
Now I'm not sure if this guy is going to
will
live
handle
long
this.
enough to be an assassin.
His wife is
Listen.
obviously going to become an assassin to avenge it.
I can't wait for Ezreal to become the first Avenger.
I mean, he is recruiting the group of talented individuals.
What did it cost, Minerva? Everything.
I can't wait for Ezio to become an assassin.
Man, imagine trying to fit 5 apples of Eden in your hand.
Just need a real big gauntlet.
Half of the guards will die across all of the worlds.
Eh,
Not when I snap my fingers. Just like when
Just-
I go there.
yeah. Just a heads up.
Not all of them. Half of them are going down.
Especially if you're part of some sort of dying empire. You guys are really in trouble.
Super in trouble.
More will surely follow if you, good people, do not aid your valiant stewards of Byzantium in unearthing the menace.
I never wondered this about Assassin's Creed architecture, but usually you're on close. There's like close buildings and everything, so you can hop around and do all your cool parkour and whatnot. But you think they also did that so they could have super easy echoes for all their very loud NPCs?
It is done. How are you
Probably.
feeling?
My wounds will heal, and my heart is lifted knowing that my family is safe.
I
How
am
can I
not
repay you?
convinced this
Join
man's
us
wounds
when you
will
are feeling
heal.
well, brother.
Well,
Use men with a sense of honor.
you
Literally,
just had a lot of
I
blood.
will.
literally
Most
covered in
certainly.
blood, head to toe.
Fortunately, my tomatoes blocked his attack.
Tomato salesman.
Can't wait for that dude to roll up to the assassin's quarters and like crutches and leg cast.
Oh
I am
man,
ready.
that guy's name was Konstantinos Komnenos.
It's a hell of a name.
Sure is.
Let the citizens freely walk the
Yeah,
streets
we
once
don't need to
more,
craft any bombs.
knowing
Or do
no-
we? Yeah, we still got bombs.
So I missed last time. How many people did you murder?
There's an awful lot.
Oh no.
God, I love the hook blade.
I wish it was in all the games.
It's climbing so much faster.
Do you understand how many times I've run up the building and go, oh, no, I missed the hook blade.
I seem to have stumbled onto a situation.
Call your buddies, actually. Or, I mean, I guess you don't need to.
I did.
There's a friend.
Yeah. Ouch.
Oh man,
No,
got heavy-duty buddies with axes.
it just occurred to me that they never have like a side mission where it turns out one of the guys you recruited is a Templar plant.
Oh, that would be so good.
You are
That's
not alone.
that's
Artashi.
an
You
off-screen
need
side
not be
mission
afraid.
It
for
is.
your assassin friends
Yeah.
to
Let me
do.
repay your kindness with action, assassin.
I think we talked about that in
If you
Brotherhood.
would have me, I would
did.
join your cause.
I remember that mission because it's like you root out somebody in your order who is like working against you.
Mhm. But you don't actually do it.
Yeah, it would be awesome if you actually did it.
God, it would suck if like one of your fave assassins, just my S rank guy, would have betrayed me.
I mean,
Oh,
that's a thing that happens in Shadow of Mordor.
Oh man.
It can
it
happen.
would be so. It'd be so cool. This assassin you train in like this game like always turns against you. So like your best dude just like once they get high enough, they just get too full of themselves and like I'm the best assassin. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just have one of your assassins go Altair on you and just be a dick. Ezio has to take away all his weapons and gear and send him on a quest for redemption.
Yeah. On top of that, I was thinking of more like the lines of the Emperor's like, he's just going into random streets and beating up our men and recruiting dudes.
Also, speaking of Ezio, or not Ezio, speaking of Altair,
Well, tight scene.
let's go back in time.
Let's go back.
Gotta get back.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed. Destroy the only thing capable of ending the Crusades and creating true peace? Never.
Forgive me for this, Mentor. But the apple corrupted you, and through you it would have corrupted us. For us to live, you
It's
had
over
to
there
die.
now.
Yep.
Is it truly over? Is that sorcerer dead?
He was no sorcerer. Just an ordinary man in command of illusions. Have you prepared the pyre?
I have, but... Altair, some of the men will not stand for such a thing.
Let me
Altair,
handle it.
an ordinary man in command of illusions is a sorcerer.
Yeah.
He was not magic, besides all the magic he just did.
Make sure Al-Mualim is truly dead, and let the assassins understand why.
Interesting.
And then
Are you fit to
Ezio
travel?
cut up his
Well,
body.
no. Yes,
I asked Malik to ride to Jerusalem with news of Al-Mulim's death. Would you ride to Acre and do the same?
of course.
Excuse me, people. Carrying a dead sorcerer.
Blowing his body.
Oh man, the physics on his robe aren't doing quite right.
They're-
It's really kind of breaking the tone.
They're just starched.
Wonder what his
Come
beard.
on.
Hang on, I have to see what his beard is doing. It's
Ben.
normal-ish.
There we go.
Has
Nope,
happened
still
here.
very straight.
Our mentor deceived us all. The Templars corrupted him.
Where is your proof?
Walk with me, Abbas,
You serious,
and I will
dog?
explain.
And if I find your answers wanting?
I will talk until you are satisfied.
So what's funnier? No physics or bad physics?
Oh, bad
Do you
physics.
remember the artifacts we recovered from Robert the
Can you
Saint?
imagine if they were like flipped up to his
The
like
artifact
chest?
you were sent to retrieve?
Just imagine if
Others
they were just
delivered?
wiggling
Yes.
constantly right now.
Yeah,
Templar
Flight up higher!
just
Can
if you
conjure
brushed against
illusions
a
and control
wall and
men's
his
minds.
legs just
A
Gary's
deadly weapon.
modded everywhere.
Oh wait, I think I know what
I
it's
do.
doing.
Today he used the apple to enslave Masyaf.
It's acting like
You saw
like
that for yourself.
Ezio or Altair's robes. So like when you jump,
Listen,
it does that
Abbas,
thing where like
the
they
apple is
they
safe in
fly
Al-Mulim's
upwards to
blood.
simulate falling, but Amulim is
I'm
always
finished
falling
here.
because he's in
I
there.
will show you all I know.
Well, they just suspended him like a foot in front of Altair.
Basically, with his arms dangling.
Yeah,
This
there's
is the most undignified.
there's definitely something about this that doesn't have the weight it should.
His arm is just stiff.
I mean, looking at his
Is-
body, it seems like it might have too much weight.
His arm is moving a little bit, but there's something about it that just.
And then Altair spun around in the center of town.
I mean, that's in character.
Let's kind of hope we just fly up in the sky.
His robes got way more intricate.
I mean, so did Altair's.
That's true.
It's more fabric pattern.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
No!
I must know that he cannot return.
But this is not our way. To burn a man's body is forbidden. Defiler!
Hear me
Oh,
out. This body could be another one of Al-Mulim's phantoms. I must be certain.
Lies! All your life, you have made a mockery of our creed.
I just spent
You
the whole
bend the
game
rules
making
to
it
suit
back.
your
dude.
whims, while belittling and humiliating those around you. Restrain him!
This is really dumb.
Did you not hear him? Al-Mualim is bewitched.
Ah!
Cool sound effect.
Oof.
Also, I guess
God,
That-
I wish he just
So he-
Eagle fell into a convenient haystack.
yeah. So it was bad on Altair for giving us the most public place he could find.
I mean, the city's pretty.
Like I thought it was just gonna hack him to pieces.
I can't actually kill any of these guys, so I'm just taking their swords and dropping them on the ground.
They're your friends.
I mean, they can pick their swords back up.
What
see,
did I tell you, Altair?
Abbas, stop!
What did you think would happen when you murdered our beloved mentor?
You loved Al-Mulim less than anyone. You blamed him for all your misfortune, even your father's suicide.
Why are we getting
My
Abbas's
father was a
backstory?
hero.
Yep.
This is not the time to quarrel over the past. We must decide what to do with that weapon.
Also, he was
Whatever
worried about
this
the body.
artifact is
besides,
capable of,
yeah,
You
around.
are not worthy to wield it.
No man is.
It is beautiful, is it not?
Was it just gonna melt his face?
Ah!
Not quite.
Just everybody is so weak sauce.
Ouch.
To avoid falling as you climb. Time removes to avoid the blast from the apple of Eve.
the apple blasts.
Ooh. Oh, go, 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 go. Zap. Oh. I like that Altair has a whole bunch of life. Because he beat the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's chufty.
he's doing pretty good.
So, when did the Apple of Eden become the One Ring?
Since
I mean, it was kind of like that already.
Yeah, a little bit. It kind of solidified it in the second game.
all the pieces of Eden kind
What
of.
was that? Are they dead?
Forgive me. I did not know.
Goodbye.
Have you
Apple.
anything to teach us? Or would you lead us all to ruin?
He's
Altair,
alright.
that's an apple.
Altair just takes a big bite out of it.
Got you.
Breaks his teeth. Deceiver! And throws it over the edge.
Just chip. Put it in the press. Make the cider of Eden.
Altair,
Dear God.
God, that would be such a
26
dumb
and
thing.
already a
Sure.
Grandmaster in command of a divided order. How does one cope with such responsibility and unlimited power?
Join the Templars, obviously.
It's happening again.
Oh, gosh.
Save me. Run. Run for your life. All of you, run. You don't know what's coming.
So empty.
That's your. I don't feel.
That's it.
I have made the acquaintance of an Ottoman prince named Suleiman. He's a clever young man, with a fortitude uncommon for his age. On his suggestion, I will be investigating some wayward Janissaries, who may be in league with the Templars. With luck, they will lead me straight to the core of the Templars' leadership.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention
Meanwhile,
last time.
the
What is
Venetian
a
Sophia
Janissary
Sartor
exactly?
continues to help me find the hidden Martial keys. She is a diligent woman, full
in
of
the
passion
game, they're
and
the
vigor,
elite guards.
and I enjoy her company
most elite
immensely.
guards.
But I dare
Also
not
kind
tell
of
her the purpose of my stay here, nor of my true vocation. Those who do not volunteer
If
in
Dice
our
wants to
struggle
elaborate on the actual
should not be
historicalness of
forced to fight it.
Janissaries, that's-
Yeah, they were basically like the elite forces of the Ottoman Empire. They were bought as slaves at like young age and then trained to just serve the Ottoman Sultan.
Yep.
All right.
New items unlocked at bookshops.
And locksmith, crazy.
There's treasure over here. Somewhere there is treasure.
Kill all guards.
Oh,
I love going from inside to outside in these games.
it's always cool when they've got like the little windows you can jump in.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I don't have this bookstore. Don't mind if I do.
Get a bookshop.
Increase our infamy. Are there any treasure maps that I don't have? No, I have bought all of them now. Okay. There are a bunch of books that I don't have, including the Golden Ass. It's a real book.
Birds.
Yes.
Christ, dude.
It's the only ancient Roman novel in Latin to survive in its entirety.
I like that started out. That started out fake, and then you started actually laughing.
I mean, it's funny.
It's a piece of classic literature.
It's a book called The Golden Ass.
Excuse me, man.
You know, isn't that Sir Francis Drake's ship?
It's true.
I keep trying to avoid the Janissaries, but the clap of my golden ass keeps alerting the guards. It's a really good book, I can't put it down.
Oh, now we can buy the Mamluk armor.
Ooh.
But for now, I think I'll just get the Azab chest guard. Complete my set. Crossbow, still too expensive. What else do we have for weapons?
Ooh, a shamshear.
A French bastard sword.
Ooh. Oh man, that was cool.
But we can't use those ones because we need the heavy sheath from the tailor.
Gotta get a sheath that can stand up to these big old weapons.
Get the butcher's
My
knife
favorite
now.
weapon in the
classic.
whole game. I love the butcher's knife, it's just so big.
I'm full up on ammunition. There we go. There's another bookstore over here. What is the purpose of so
Across from a
many?
bookstore.
It's a Starbucks.
Another chest.
There is a man that I need to kill in here.
Okay.
No, he's out here.
I'm gonna get him.
Who you get Aerostorm with?
You could just.
Had no idea.
You. Just the sight of blood makes
It's wild to me that like in these games, like killing a single dude can like reduce Templar awareness by like 50%. Like that guy was working fucking overtime.
Yeah, he was important or something.
Have you?
Also, you can do the quick ledge fall now with the hook blade.
That is pretty cool. Can you just kind of slide?
Yeah. This guy doesn't want to chase me, so. Oh, I guess he does.
Sometimes I think there are not enough hours in the day. But then that mood hits me.
Sometimes I don't think there's enough hours a day, then the mood hits me. Is that lady about to go clubbing?
Maybe.
Hit the town tonight.
Sorry, sir.
Into the pit.
Into the pit. Where do we go? Here. We are gonna go.
I still think
that is my current location. I guess I'm a lot closer to the mission than I thought I was. It's literally just over here.
I need an Assassin's Creed game with AI smart enough that somebody could have just yelled, "The stairs are right there."
Incredible quality. Your feet will love you more than your wife does.
It's Joe.
I'm not married.
Use the power of the apple. Sewers.
You have sold well today.
I have not sold a thing. The Janissaries confiscated most of my rugs just because they were imported.
Do you know Tariq Barletti, their captain?
He's around here somewhere, an arrogant man, but... you insult me, sir. I cannot take less than 200 aksha for this. My final offer.
And now we know how the coins are pronounced.
I will ask about the rugs.
You drive a hard bargain, Yabanche. Shall we compromise at 180 aksha? And we part as friends.
I've tried that sales tactic before.
I don't think it quite works when you're trying to sell, you know, desalination equipment.
It's true.
You know, you're probably not selling desalination equipment. I don't think that's something you need to do to pools.
I want that contract.
There he is.
You're selling like cars? Yeah.
Stronger hands.
I always worry that I should have haggled when I bought my car, but I don't have the patience or know anything about cars.
I bought my haggle place. Good price though, so I didn't really mind. But I think it was like at the very low end of the price range for that vehicle. But I remember one time I went to like this car dealership, like a Nissan dealership, and like the guy kept saying, "Oh yeah, and just for you to throw this offer, blah blah." Like I think it was like a $300 price reduction. Said no, got home, looked up the car online, and saw on their online listing the exact price that he talked me down to.
Yeah.
What a cool guy.
Almost some sort of stereotypical used car salesman.
When I used to work at a pizza place, like my manager got a job as a car salesman, and he tried to sell me a car for a long time, and he kept using like pizza analogies. It was really funny to me.
Of all Mehmet's accomplishments, I'm beginning to think this bazaar was the finest.
Good animation.
You have no business here. You do not belong. Clear the way.
You want to be a normal crust feature or a stuffed crust feature.
Okay, that.
Oh,
Then you need to buy this car.
So
game just boned you there.
yeah, if you don't go into haystack, then you lose. Cool.
Yep. If Ezio had to buy a car, do you think he would just assassinate people until he got a good price?
Well, we all know how that go.
I will bring my recipe to the
Of
master.
all Mehmet's accomplishments, I'm beginning to think this bazaar.
Well, we get to see this animation again.
Got a bow for that. That's a good sentence.
I think that was a different bow animation.
You have no business here.
It
You do
was.
not belong. Clear the way.
What will happen is like Ezio walking in the car dealership, and he'll find like a guy by the desk with his hands on his head, like, "Oh no, woe is me!"
Don't lie to me.
And Ezio go, "What is wrong?" And then he's just like, "Oh no, I don't know who the bad guys of this game would be.
You have no business here. You do not belong.
It'd
Man,
be
that's the same line.
Tesla.
Did you know that if you have no business, you do not belong?
The mafia cops, the Illuminati, whatever. They took all of my cars. I will get your cars back." And then comes back another. "Thank you, Ezio. Here, have one of my cars."
And cars are the new thing in that Assassin's Creed that will not return.
Yep.
The cars replaced the blades, functioning exactly as the blades.
Oh, God.
God.
I can't wait to stop them off Caponati.
This is an important meeting. Make sure.
Ezio just fucking drives up the side of a building.
Oh man. So, I mean, the elite cops of this society wear masks. How long until Ezio, has to get a disguise?
Sometimes I think
Oh, nope, I don't want to stop.
Do I have any?
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, I do.
Look how useful this is. I'm out of here, you fuckers.
When I was a young man, there was a baker who worked right here.
Oh my God.
Fresh meat all day.
Okay, he's just
Are
gonna
you
stand
serious?
there and talk about the bakery.
I would buy 2 at a time.
God
Sometimes
damn it.
Okay, so I guess are there windows looking into that section?
You probably
I think
'Cause-
so.
You don't have to have like a direct eye on it, right? You can just like move the camera, and that counts.
Oh, okay. There's courtesans here,
Ah,
or not courtesans, Romanis.
I can't believe the janitors got distracted.
when I was a young
Yep.
man, there was a baker who worked right here.
Where are you going?
All day, every day.
And now he can walk and talk.
On my free days, I would buy 2 at a time, sometimes 3. It is a shame that nothing good ever lasts long. Perhaps your business
Okay.
will do better.
oh, you, what?
A guy,
Distracted.
a guy ambushed me.
I can't believe somebody tried to assassinate you, Ezio.
They didn't know.
Man is sick.
What if it worked and he became the protagonist?
Makes me to say, this is cancer.
That'd be a killer game. Is if like while you're playing, if whoever kills you becomes the new protagonist.
Just a weird spin on the Nemesis system. The protagonist system.
Just staring this guy down.
So what are we after this guy for?
Carpets.
He's the
Alright.
captain of the Janissaries.
Yeah, and
I think
Janissaries are
we-
being jerks.
We probably suspect him of being a Templar agent.
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Ezio should do the dance to blend better.
He really should.
Belly dancing is super fun, and everybody should try it like once.
It so just does the Dome or Gato dance.
Does the robot.
Yeah. I was thinking about dance out. I could do a better one.
Nope.
That's you. It's the like Fortnite thing.
The stolen dance.
Yeah, he does the floss. That's what it is.
Love that song.
SEO was immediately executed for committing the fraud loss.
You there. I will be back tomorrow. If you have not disposed of all this foreign-made garbage, I will confiscate it myself and throw it into the Bosphorus. Lead the way!
So...
Oh, hi.
Did someone... So... Who is it on Ubisoft's team that thinks killing missions are fun?
They probably lost their time.
This one's going sideways.
No, it's fine.
Alright, we're good.
Okay,
Yeah,
please stop locking on. I'm in trouble.
I'm going to catch you!
Yep. It's really quite annoying that it doesn't just fail the mission when I get caught. Like, I guess it's nice, but it kind of sucks.
What do you think? Did I lose him?
It will, yeah.
And we can still see the guy, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you best aerostorm these Janissaries.
I don't think, unless I do something suspicious, I don't think the Janissaries care.
Well,
This guy will.
Yeah, it's really rude of all those guards to make hay.
Bye, lady. What? Bye, lady. Bye, dude. What is happening?
why are you so scary all of a sudden?
Manuel has agreed to meet you, Tarek. He's waiting by the arsenal gate.
An eager old weasel, isn't he? Come.
Does Ezio still have the apple on him?
No.
My favorite thing about masks like that is like when people put the black paint on underneath. Looks so cool.
I like to assume Ezio got that money from pickpocketing the band people who just flung themselves off that bridge for no reason.
Jack guards with two guards.
Yeah.
Ezio just gave a very nasty fart. Couldn't take it.
His body just hasn't adjusted to the Turkish food.
Yeah.
I have been saving that up for the last 2 games.
Oh, you're a black market guy. I don't want you. The black market salesman and the bomb crafting icon are the same. They're just one is black and one is white.
They shouldn't do that. They should make it a different symbol.
They should.
Is bomb crafting station on the roof? No.
It is over here. Need to make me some more smoke bombs.
Was that thing next to it a pigeon coop? What's going on there?
That, I think I can use that to do assassin stuff.
Yep. Send kittens or how assassins contact them and message.
During the first game, they just cut to like the window of the place you're trapped in. There's just like 20 pigeons slammed on in front of the glass.
I was trying to think of there's an Assassin's Creed game where they like denote pigeon coops with just feathers and stuff. But I remember back when I first started playing them, I wanted there to be an Assassin's Creed game where either a really like early assassin or a newbie assassin just had like a bunch of pigeons just like on the ground because they just kept running into the coop or something.
Well, that's memory is
It's
way
the
down there.
distance.
I think now we get access to the arsenal. Where
Can't believe it.
is? Oh, there it is. I guess that one is a bit closer. Sophia.
Time for a sofa mission. Kick back, relax, and don't put your feet on the couch.
Didn't need to kill that man.
But it felt right.
Yeah. Basically. men on rooftops over here.
Welcome to the section of the city where the men are on the rooftops.
Oh, okay. Those guys just popped into existence.
I was gonna say, some serious popping there.
It happens. Sometimes sometimes you just pop in. So, there is one specific sound effect that I am sorry that I'm going to point it out because now you will never unhear it. It is the sound of a guy laughing in the background, and he makes the laugh like, and you will hear it like 1,000,000 times from now on. Oh. I remember when I was playing this game by myself, I heard that guy laughing like at least
closing in on 2 more books.
10
one near
times.
Topkappa and the other in the Bayseed district.
Bayseed first. Topkapo will be a dead end.
Ah, see.
What do you make of this?
Oh, Ezio. Incredibile.
It's a book.
Early Coptic bindings, still in good shape. Amazing. This must be a 3rd century transcription of the original.
Sophia, what happened here?
Real astute, oh lady.
Oh, that happens once or twice a year. People break in thinking they will find money. I do not keep much here, but this time they made off with a portrait of some value. It is a shame.
You keep working. I will find your painting.
Ezio, the thief could be anywhere by now.
If the thief
This
came for
woman
money,
is
but
a
took a
crime
painting,
magnet.
he should be close by, eager to get rid of it.
Well, if you happen to find it within the next few hours, meet me by the aqueduct. I will be running errands.
Ezio just comes in there the next time and she's on like no limbs and on cinder blocks, and she's just like, what happened over here? Oh, it's nothing, but thieves just stole all of my limbs.
It happens. Gotta go find a painting thief, art thief.
They plan to use them for the surfing competition, and then that's how they introduce the surfing minigame.
Where is it, Labro? Confess!
I have done nothing. You cannot prove a damn thing.
I do not need to. I will just keep hitting you until you talk.
I found that. I mean, someone...
Get your story straight before you lie to my face.
God help me.
He has much better things to do than answer your prayers.
Did he go up there to knock you down to... God.
Yes, he did.
Oh, man. That's just liver punching this guy.
Yep.
I do not care how you got the painting. Just tell me where it is.
That's the guy that was bloody earlier.
A merchant in the bazaar.
Yes, it is.
How else will I feed myself?
Next
Good
time,
job.
find a nicer way to be a canalia.
Okay, bye.
Ezio.
My God, he's just killed. Stay back.
What if Ezio killed that guy and dragged him into the White Void Dimension just for this random duty thought?
I have a painting for sale, if you are curious. A luminous portrait. You see how lifelike she looks? Her beauty shines through.
Press B to steal the painting.
We can either buy it or steal it.
Oh.
I couldn't remember what the full synchronization was.
Smoke bombs.
It
Steal.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was not being a nerd. No, Ezio.
I
He
think
didn't have full synchro because Ezio wasn't a fucking nerd in real life.
I think you might be criminally liable now. I was watching the stream and does the crime immediately afterwards.
Ezio, aren't you cool? Why won't you steal this painting? God, man.
Sophia, I'm here. I almost landed on
It
you.
is a good likeness, don't you think?
I prefer the original.
Buffone. This was a gift from my father for my 28th birthday. I had to sit for Messer Albrecht Dürer for a full week. Can you imagine
What
me
if when
sitting
Ezio
still
jumped
for
down there,
7
like,
days
fucked
doing
up
nothing?
accidentally,
I cannot.
like hidden
Una
blade attacked her?
tortura.
Sorry, that was what you say an
So,
instinct.
I found you another book location. And
That's
it is
your
not far
sword's
from
flipping
here,
through the-
actually.
That's
Grazie.
your jacket.
Ezio, what is this all about?
Ezio.
You
What's
are
going
not
on
a
with her eye?
scholar, that much is clear.
Listen.
Do you work for the church?
It's like flashing black
Not the church, no.
darkness. Like what?
But I am a teacher.
It's a piece of
a
Eden.
kind. I will explain one day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I'm home.
Something's going on there.
She's just blinking really fast.
She's okay.
I'm okay.
Alright, what's next?
Constantinople.
Book. So that mission is down there. Where is... There's too many icons that look the same on this map.
You know, I could just not be paying attention, but I kind of wish they did a better job of selling you like how like magical and wonderful that library we're trying to get into is.
There's a bunch of really cool libraries all over the world that I think would be so dope to visit, but it's because I've seen a picture of them, or you know, they have like some crazy like staircase that is a bookshelf or something, or like all the walls or like the actual shelves, and it's like an arching something it's architecture. I think it really makes me want to go, but like
Yeah.
I think if they were like, Ezio, there's a library somewhere that has like towering spires of ultra books that you've never seen before in your whole life.
Yeah.
You know, sick.
Ultra book.
Like part of the problem is like it's one fold. There isn't a whole lot of straight up magic in this game. Apples of Eden are close, but they're just more of a sci-fi element.
Yeah, they're...
So it's not going to be anything fantastical, and they've already like brought out the apple. We know where it is, so it's not like we're going to top that. And two, the basic premise here is we're trying to find Altair's library, and we've already been Altair for an entire game, and we know he's a dumbass. So I don't have too high hopes.
So we know he's a dumbass, but the whole Assassin's Creed universe treats him like he is the smartest, most...
Yeah.
Dude.
We are doing our best to keep you informed.
Excuse me, sir.
So, brother, this is how you work the stone. So, see what I'm doing here? Now, watch this.
I see. He's got a bunch of dust in his hand that he's using to give that effect.
I get Dice's point that the pieces of Eden were way more sci-fi. Like, I guess they were going for like, if it's sufficiently sci-fi, it's basically.
Well, like the problem is like I'm not really interested in anything we could find in that library.
Yeah, it's like because the most things you're gonna find in the game are just like, here's cooler armor and/or weapons.
Like, they didn't really build up anything in that library other than that it was owned by Altair.
The coolest, most awesome assassin ever.
I mean, he is the one who basically established the current assassin order.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm sorry to keep complaining, but it's just, I'm not being, like, 100% serious. Well, I am being a bit serious here, but, like, what, off the top of your head, is the coolest bit of information you're going to find in that library? What could we find?
Well,
yeah, Altair's just gonna be in there. Figured out immortality, but he knew that the secret could never be spread.
I know the answers to these questions, and I am not saying
So do
them on
I.
purpose.
So do I. I'm just being me about it.
I hope my guess is right, because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But like, they've not really done anything to really build up the mystery here. They just kind of assume you'd be into this.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put some hustle in for this Ubisoft.
No.
Like, give us some crazy ass bullshit legends about what could be in that library.
The promise of maybe meeting one of the Forerunners again isn't enough.
Like, they could say stuff like, I don't know, like, Ezio trapped the dragon inside it, or Altair trapped the dragon inside there, or if there is a book that contains 10,000 magic spells, or something like that. Like, crazy, wild shit that we know isn't true, but makes us at least, or could be true, that makes us like, what is actually in here? Like, maybe, like, have, like, a Templar, like, try and, like, when you, like, beat him to take the, book, try and blow himself up so while screaming he'll never take the secrets, so, like, everyone is just so desperate to get this.
Yeah.
What did you
Welcome
find?
to the dank pit.
Another key?
Door of some kind, bricked up with hard stone.
Ah, promising. The first key was found behind a similar door.
Timules. And how did they open that door?
They didn't. The earthquake did.
Iberoja. All we have are a few barrels of gunpowder.
This should do. And if it does not, we get more. The assassin! Go! Go!
Man, I was expecting those to explode.
Damn. I mean, I guess that's realistic, kinda.
Yeah.
You will not leave here alive!
Fuck it, there's fucking aliens in this game.
I mean, I think the idea is that the guy's head is what stopped it.
Yeah.
Show yourself!
It wasn't. Yeah, like, I don't think the bullet hit the barrel.
He's dead!
One's pretty.
Ooh. Man, this area looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yes, the Hobbit.
I can get back up now.
Hook blade.
Yeah. I remember, like, recently, seeing, like, a video on YouTube recommendations about The Hobbit. And at that moment, I realized I have no desire to have anything to do with that series of movies ever again.
That's fair.
I've never seen any of the original.
They're not horrible. I just don't want to do anything with them.
God, yeah, it's like
they're pretty mediocre, but
I like, Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah,
the Lord of the Rings trilogy was really good.
Yeah,
like
he's behind us.
I just need some madman to cut the Hobbit down to one act.
I think the problem with is that like Peter Jackson was this weird like B-movie horror director who made Lord of the Rings, and it was kind of this major fluke that he ended up with what he ended up with. And then he did The Hobbit, and it was just like, okay, this is a Peter Jackson movie.
Show yourself!
You see him.
yeah. The first movie was like just dragged on and didn't come out, but it had no business being 3 parts. That bullshit love triangle angle.
Yeah, they shoehorned a lot of stuff into those movies that really didn't need to be there.
Like they did not need to develop the dwarves.
We have gunpowder. We should use it.
Stand back! Give me some room!
Kaboom.
How did he?
The only thing I know about the dwarves in the Lord of the Rings, besides Gimli, is that that one dude from Uncharted was one of them,
Yeah, Cutter.
and he had to leave Uncharted because of that to work on it.
Ram Tiger?
No.
He's behind us!
McTavish, I think.
McTavish, that's it.
I don't remember the dwarves besides like their leader doing anything.
Never
They were
underestimate
just like
this madman!
Yeah, they were extremely somewhere between 0 and 1 note characters.
yeah, I think Tolkien just wanted to have like a fairy tale element, so he thought like a bunch of dwarves would be nice, and also like so they
Or
wouldn't
like a
get
wacky
screwed.
ensemble.
No, I think they were just there, like, because like I guess because like he maybe thought it wouldn't feel right if it was just 3
Didn't they
dudes
fuck
doing this
around
entire-
in Hobbit's home?
They
yeah,
did.
but it's like the
I guess
dwarves
that
very
didn't
much
really
are not
persist.
individual characters. They are the dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
All I remember
entire
is
joke
Bomber,
was, like
because Bomber was the fat one.
the entire joke was the dwarves just kept them showing up.
Yeah, and like I think that's fine. They don't all need to
Yeah.
be characters.
God no, it'd be a nightmare
Then
trying
don't
to
spend as much time on them.
Yeah.
It might be because I watched the Hobbit movies and I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Lord of the Rings movies are quite good.
Yeah. Sounds like a
I
movie.
once had a friend try to get me and a bunch of other people together to watch all of them in a row.
Oh god.
I did that once.
I tried to do that once and it didn't go so well.
No, we kind of got bored, like... I don't think we got through the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say do not start with the extended editions. Like the extended editions, if you like go, wow, I love this movie and I want more, even if it ruins the pacing.
Why would you want the extended editions? They're already 3 hours each apiece.
Lord of the Rings,
Because
final
you
mix.
want your favorite bits from the book.
The only one that I would say might be kind of necessary would be Return of the King. Because the Return of the King extended edition actually adds a lot of stuff that is not necessary, but good.
Neat.
Yeah, like
they
it's,
they fucking digitally add in Tom Bombadil to Fellowship.
Oh.
Thankfully, Tom Bombadil never shows up in those books.
I know, he was such a useless... Like, why was he even in that story in the first place? Like, Tolkien was just like, oh, this is a cool guy to throw into my story.
Well, it's... I like Tom Bombadil. It's about making the world strange.
True, but
It's
they
like,
also-
hey, there's this god who lives in the forest.
True, you're a good point, but they also have to spend half the Council of Elrond explaining why Tom Bombadil can't hold the ring.
One thing I know about Tom Bombadil was that he's in Lord of the Rings a lot.
He sure is.
Yeah, so Tom Bombadil's this weird guy who lives down in the forest, like isn't tempted by the ring, and saves the hobbits after they were kidnapped, stripped naked, and almost killed by a barrow wight.
This sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why they were stripped naked, but they were.
I've killed tons of barrel rights in Lord of the Rings.
Yep. Actually,
So Tom Bombadil kills it.
If
He actually gives them Sting, and the blade that kills the ring wraith.
Yeah, that's true. But if we had ever actually gotten to the end of those instances in Lord of the Rings Online, we would have actually gotten to the... Or no. There's an instance where Frodo and Sam go into the Barrow Downs and we get saved by Tom Bombadil. That is what happens.
I gotta beat that game now. It sounds hilarious.
Yeah, like
It's
I
silly.
can't remember what they said in the movies, but in the books, the reason that they were able to kill the Witch King was because Tom Bombadil, when he gave them a bunch of swords from the Barrowman, just happened to give I can't remember which of the hobbits shanked in the back, happened to give him a magic sword with a wraith killing enchantment, leaving him vulnerable.
I don't remember that from the books. I just remember the I am no man. Gonna be honest, I have not read those books since like middle school.
Probably high school for me, but I just remember that because it was just like, well, that's fucking lucky.
I have never actually read the books. I know a lot about Lord of the Rings lore, but I have never actually read the books.
Well, I like them.
I've tried. I've honestly tried, but I can't do it.
They're very wordy. Also, a lot of singing comes out of it.
Yeah. Legolas sings like 3 or 4 times throughout the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien loved songs.
I mean, Misty Mountain song's great.
They are very much books that were written by a linguist.
Yeah.
I think that much is pretty obvious.
Wasn't it a whole thing? Like he came up with the language before most of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, thinking back on it, the scene where they're singing like Misty Mountain song back in like the first Hobbit movie was probably maybe the best sequence in the entire series of movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right,
I also love in The Hobbit how there's like no real build up to Bard. Like he just shows up, and there's like, oh, good thing I have this fucking black iron arrow that can kill this dragon. Well, Bard, I guess you're the. Oh, Bard, I guess you're the king now.
I thought that arrow,
And the say that's
like, wasn't that arrow like handed down?
You are a shrewd man.
Something like that.
Trust.
I think it was a black arrow that can kill dragons.
The count is good, Todd.
But they literally don't bring it up until the
now?
exact moment where he has to kill Smaug.
Yep.
When you are satisfied,
It's literally just, oh, good thing I have this.
of your choosing. Are your men prepared to travel? Not a problem. Polikala.
Use Bard
I will
the
have a
bowman.
map drawn up for you within the week.
But, like, there was like nothing about. I don't think they like mentioned his lineage or like anything like that until like again a paragraph before he kills Smaug.
One of my men claims he saw a shipment of weapons enter the arsenal, so I got curious.
Weapons. I would like to see them for myself.
Short of killing everyone, I'm not sure how you will get inside.
You have been warned
So we kill
twice.
everyone.
No
Yeah, I mean-
merchants near the arsenal wall. Take this away.
Hypocrites! If your men did not buy my produce, I would not sell it here! You are worse than the Byzantines, you traitor!
Hold your tongue, parasite.
Even in times of peace, the poor
guy just got all
are
his apples
always
stolen.
under siege.
We use fire to vent their anger.
For
Perhaps
a
that will
brief
help our
half a
cause.
second there, I thought they had killed that man with that backhand.
I just wanted to play a game of front hand, backhand.
Incite a riot.
Let's start.
You guys want to riot?
Feigning solidarity to push your own agenda.
It still stands up on. Who here wants to riot?
But it will work.
A resounding cheer goes across the crowd.
That guy yell for him.
Number of riders, 3. Listen, I don't think. I appreciate
4, 5, they're going up.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
exponential.
Yeah.
Okay, and still, what you do here is like, you incorporate several sports teams across the city, and then you just wait.
Kurt used lots of pizza metaphors.
We will be the pineapple
Wow.
and the anchovies.
This
of
riot
revolution.
escalated really fast.
5
That
minutes.
gate
I
will not
just
stay
cut
closed
it
for
over
long.
like 5 minutes
The
later.
people are doing you a favor.
5
Return it
minutes.
and keep them safe from harm.
Whoa. Roll this fire.
Riots.
things got out of hand pretty fast.
Someone told them a weird glider was going to be flying overhead.
So this is a riot, right? Why isn't everybody else just grabbing a weapon and going nuts?
Now, this is the worst riot.
I mean, listen, they spent all they had starting this fire.
All right.
No, they just fade after that jump fight, and like everything's on fire. They're just bodies everywhere. And it was like, that went a bit out of control.
Yeah, because you know what Ezio has a problem with, dead people.
No, you're right.
Ooh.
He probably has a dead pope. So he will not kill the pope, no matter what.
God.
Shut up, that right.
It kind of sucks that, like, Assassin's Creed of all games holds the no, I will not kill you thing. Come on.
Hey, come on.
That one Janissary is still just standing there.
Also, did they ever really remember the name of the game's Assassin's Creed? Because I think we've only had like one assassin mission so far, and that was in Altair's world.
To be fair, we've done a lot of assassin.
Whoa. This Chancellor is just punching me.
Oh, you're actually gonna fight me?
But we kill all guards, sir.
Arrow storm.
I mean, that didn't really do much. It killed a couple of them.
Yeah, they're a little bit too spread out, I guess.
It's not a question.
Maybe we've had better luck calling in an assassin. I don't know how long they'd stick with me for.
It's not a question.
Yes.
Why is it
Sorry, you got drowned out by riders.
Why is Ezio the leader of the assassins?
Well, all the previous leadership is dead.
Yeah.
He's the most tenured, and he comes up with like plans, and he is very successful. On top of being a excellent assassin.
Who appointed him head of the assassins?
When all the
his
other leadership
uncle.
died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
His excellent.
When that happened, I assumed he was just like, or
Yeah,
I
sorry.
stream, but
I love the fact that when the rioters broke through the door, they all just ran in and then just started pushing each other.
I will say, I think part of what gets Ezio to keep his leadership is that he brings the money.
Yeah.
Dude knows his real estate.
I kind of just assumed when he was made like head honcho of the assassins, he was head honcho of the Italian assassins, not all of them.
I mean,
it was,
you know, it's like being the Bishop of Rome.
Yeah.
He's the head assassin of Rome.
Yeah.
But he only ever hangs out with Italian assassins.
I mean, we were sending our people like over the entirety of Europe and
True.
Yeah. The idea of it, like behind the assassin,
it would be
is
kind
like good.
I mean, I guess I would have emphasized a bit more if like we ever had assassins visit us, like some assassins from like an assassin from China comes in here, some sort of request, or actually, why aren't assassins from all over the world coming like chat with Ezio at times, or report to Ezio at times?
I mean, all the ones after 2 have taken place over like. I mean, the timeline is a little shaky on how long these games actually take place, but I assume that in universe it's a fairly small amount of time.
I think it'd be neat to see other like assassin chapters.
Yeah.
Visit.
Which is one thing I like about this game.
Yeah.
So Ezio was the visiting chapter.
Take that.
I guess it kind of sucks that like, unless main character assassin is here, the other assassins are struggling so much against the Templars every time. I'd like to see them be more effective.
I'm personally a trope that bothers me is like the hyper competent like main character, incompetent like villains, and the completely fucking useless all the other good guys. But
what kind of weapons else do we have? Throwing knife. Sure.
Whoop. Got him right in the back of the neck.
That guy was planking.
Wait.
Wait.
Also, how is that throw work? How are you doing that throw, Ezio?
Whoops.
Kind of waving his arm across his body. Get him.
Also, I like how Ezio really shows us. Ezio, you can be my mentor. Then he just explains like 20 things to you, and you're like, "This is how you make proper real estate investments."
Bye.
He is somewhere around here.
God, I want Ezio to do speed turns with the hook.
Living like a cipher.
Oh, I wish.
Finally, everything.
Can you imagine running along the ground, like just like drifting?
Drifting like Sonic.
That'd be so dope.
Running in the 90s.
Oh man, look at this
Of
Sith
course
Lord.
not, my friend. I would not dream of betraying a man of your influence. But you must be patient. Nova Roma wasn't built in a day. I'm satisfied. Take me to my ship.
I love
if
this
a single
guy.
one is damaged,
He's just
the money stays with me.
he's just so straight to the point. Just doesn't care about anybody.
Merda.
Damage one of them. Damage one of them.
Uh-oh.
Dual wield rifles.
Escape the arsenal.
Oh.
I don't know if we can actually shoot guns, like actual rifles in this game. I think that might
Yusuf,
not
you will
be-
not believe this. I went to the arsenal and there were weapons there.
Bye.
Man, that is a lot of angry arrows.
There are a lot of angry men.
Lots of angry arrows. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't have my... Okay, I just kicked him because I didn't have my hidden blade equipped.
Oh god, an uncompleted ship.
Oh.
I will say less neat because of things I know about later.
So in the second game, did we ever go to like the Arsenal of Venice?
I don't think so.
I think you were underneath it at one point because
Yeah.
they're moving weapons. There's there's a cutscene of some dudes like underground like moving boxes of weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, there's a bank here.
Nice.
I can use this
I'll
bank
spend-
to get money.
I'm gonna spend $2,000 to make way more.
Ezio in the middle of this escape decided to stop by and open a bank.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
It's all good.
Sometimes you just need
Sure,
a bank.
that real quick.
That's how they cut Al Capone, right? Like he was like trying to run away with his giant stacks of money and just happened like impromptu startup, and then cops got him all this that paperwork.
Yeah.
Well, they almost didn't catch him because he pulled out his hidden blade and like almost got everybody, but they wrestled him down.
Alright. Well, we can't afford the French bastard sword, but we can get the bearded axe.
It's a bearded axe. I do love big axe.
Come again, please. Only the height of fashion is on display.
I guess I should take a look to see. Actually, I think we have to go back to Galata now. Yep. Way back
If
to
you
the
like.
Assassin's Hideout.
If you have to go back to Galata.
Let's see.
Um,
Should be over.
I have a question, Sarah.
Mhm.
Do you like Galata?
I do. I don't.
I'm getting caught in the ring. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think I missed it.
You got Galata handed to him.
Galata. Ah, Well, that's better than mine.
I don't think
It's acceptable.
Excuse me. Just landed on top of that woman.
There's a laughing man again.
Yep. You'll never not hear him.
At the end of the game, it's going to turn out that he was like a spy following the entire game.
Yeah,
now you must die.
He's the laughing man. He's hacked the animus to make himself invisible.
I imagine the laughing man just like it's like Ezio's in like a room with pillars everywhere. You just hear ha 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 from like many directions. And he keeps, "Who are you? Where are you? Reveal yourself."
And like this, and this evil clown descends from nowhere, and Ezio fights him, and no one ever brings it up again.
Yep.
To the end, he never says a word. He just laughs.
What if Ezio just had like a series of completely random nonsense boss fights that no one ever addressed? Like in one, he's fighting this dude in a mech suit.
Wait till we get to Syndicate, my dude.
Or like there's like an actual wizard he's fighting.
Wait till we get to Syndicate, my dude.
What the fuck is I am waiting for Syndicate now.
Syndicate is hilarious.
Abbas sent no reinforcements.
First sent in Britain, and second, there's so much dumb stuff.
I am expecting top tier
When
Cockney
we left
accents.
myself 10 years ago, this
There's quite a
order was
few.
strong. But all that progress has been undone.
They also do that
Abbas
thing
must
where they
answer for this.
translate like words,
Answer to
but
whom?
it's in
The
English.
assassins obey only his command now.
So they're translating like phrases that you might not know. Like if you know Bob's your uncle means God's
He
your uncle.
executed our
Something.
youngest son, Maria. He deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you
Yeah.
cannot win back the order by honorable
just looking
means,
like their old
its
herald.
foundation will crumble.
Yep.
See.
Altair.
She just gives Altair a feather.
And it caused a
Use
rift
this to
that is
return
never
to
fully
nothing. Altair, I am a dragon.
Speak reasonably, and reasonable men will listen.
Some will, but not Abbas.
She just
I should have
she just
expelled
tells
him 30 years
Ezio to
ago
go
when he
like
tried to steal
talk
the
to a
apple.
dragon for no
But
you don't know
earn the
why.
respect of the other assassins because you let him stay.
How do you know this? You were not there.
I married a masterful storyteller.
Look at this place. Masyaf is a shadow of its former self.
We have been away for a long time.
But not in hiding. The Mongol threat demanded our attention and we rode to meet it. What man here can say the same?
Where is our eldest son?
I can't believe Altair killed
Does
Genghis
Darim
Khan.
know his brother is dead?
I sent him a message.
That
4
would have
days
been a
ago.
great final boss in this
Good luck.
game.
It has reached him already.
Nah, wizards, man.
Abbas. I almost pity him.
Genghis Khan
He
could be a
wears his
wizard.
grudge like a cloak.
He
His
did have a
wound is
piece of
deep.
Eden.
It will help him to hear the truth.
You got a sword.
As I walk
man.
the streets, I sense a great fear in the people. Not love.
Abbas
Oh, we
has
can finally go
dismantled
to the other
this
parts of the
place
garden.
and robbed it of all joy.
Nice.
We may be walking to our doom, Maria.
We may, but we walk together.
So, Zara, you're only playing like the main Assassin's Creed games, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there's a thing that we're never gonna actually get to see from these. It's that Altair makes a gun before guns are a thing.
Let them speak.
We seek the truth about our son's death. Why was Seth killed?
Is it the truth you want? Or an excuse for revenge?
We all have beards now
If
to
the
show
truth
we were.
gives us an excuse, we will act on it.
Surrender the apple, Altair, and I will tell you why your son was put to death.
Or I'll kill you.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for himself, not to open your minds, but to control them.
You have held that artifact for 30 years, Altair, reveling in its power and hoarding its secrets. It has corrupted you.
Abbas,
Very
what?
well,
Why are you such a dick?
Take it.
Also,
What?
I like how they actually reduced like the mystique around Altair.
Your son
Saying like he was the leader of the assassins for about 5 minutes.
died, believing you
Well,
had
we'll see.
betrayed him.
Nice.
Altair! No!
Oh, you killed my wife!
And my son.
Take her to the white void dimension.
My wife.
Altair.
Maria.
Maria, your face looks really weird.
Kill him!
Abbas, what? Read the goddamn rune!
He has the apple, you dipshit.
Altair's not.
Altair, you have the apple, you dipshit.
Well, the whole
he
point
doesn't
is
wanna
that he
use
doesn't
it.
want to use it.
Yeah. He used it out of anger because
So
dude killed his.
you're no longer in the disarming only. Altair is pissed.
Yep.
I mean, I'd buy that if it wasn't for the fact that Ezio uses it in the last game almost exclusively sometimes.
Because Ezio was an Altair. Ezio probably cares a lot less, especially when he was younger.
Oh God.
I'm the best assassin, you idiots.
Escape the area. Oh.
You don't have a hook blade.
He kills 6 people and tries to run up water.
God fucking damn, it seems like the end of the last game where they just like spend 30 years or so, like something chasing me on this one dude.
Wait.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So,
Altair, where'd you get this other play?
well, so in the other game, when your friend Leonardo makes you double hidden blades, you found plans that for double hidden blades, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Altair made this. Basically, every innovation in the Assassin's Creed like franchise, Altair made it.
Okay. Now it all makes sense. I accept it.
Did Altair cut his other finger off for that one too?
No. He figured out how to do it without cutting his finger.
He's just like, wait, why are we so stupid?
Basically.
I mean, it for like cult brainwashing thing. It makes a certain degree of sense. You are now an assassin forever, marked by your missing finger.
Yep. I thought it was kind of cool. It's dumb to cut off the finger. It just like a cool symbol, I guess.
I think like they got the second game, like, wait a minute, we can't have Ezio have a scene where he just cuts off his own finger. That'd be pretty gross, though.
We have to go. Abbas must not get his hands on the apple.
If you need more knives, take
I
them.
mean,
Above you.
thanks for all the knives, dude. Got
99 knives. 90 knives.
99.
Oh, okay.
99 knives and the apple ain't one.
Still have 99. You have infinite knives.
She's gone,
Ahead of us.
I'm sorry.
What the hell just happened there?
What?
Crowd knocked over.
How?
Oh man.
The
Later.
assassins can jump for you.
First, we fight.
Whoa.
Brother, we need
That's
not
so
fight.
cool.
Forget reason, Narim. They've been poisoned by lies.
That guy just died. he missed the
God, he
haste.
fucked up the haste.
We must leave at once.
This guy's stuck!
They're not
Hurry.
Altair.
Oh no. What?
My son.
What are you doing? Oh,
Okay, it's
okay.
actually over
He's
there.
over here.
Watch out.
Thank God.
No knife. Oh, get him. Yeah.
I have done nothing.
I'm not part of this.
The animus is breaking down.
No. We cannot let them catch us.
Boy.
We cannot let them catch us. I'll catch you.
Oh. Yeah, no
This
wonder
is not
Altair's
that
going to be the leader of the Assassin Order, because it's going to be him and his son after this.
Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
He killed your brother, Malik, and countless others.
He is a madman.
It was a boss from
A
the first
madman
game.
with an army.
He will die.
A boss. I
One
don't
day
think
he will pay.
First game. might have you having trouble remembering because I haven't played that one in a little bit.
I don't know if a boss was in the first game, but he is clearly established in this game as the villain in this case.
I remember, because it's weird that they spend so much time establishing him. I guess they needed someone to stand against Altair.
Yeah, they didn't really like in the first game. Your foil was the one-armed guy, but at the end, you know, he warmed up to you, so it wouldn't make sense to put him in the role of bosses filling in this. It would just be, oh no, I have to kill that guy. We'd just start getting along. Boy, smoke does not save you from Altair.
Yeah. Alternatively, it was built in the library instead of like, hey,
Oh no, he was in Assassin's Creed.
I will have the apple, Altair.
Kill him!
And I will
his
have
beard
your
does not
head
look.
for all
Kill
the dishonor
him!
brought upon my family.
Altair just
You cannot run forever.
does the motion of throwing a knife, and all 99 knives come out of his sleeve.
Like, he's by himself!
A stream of knives comes out of his sleeve for like a solid 6 minutes.
So, the assassins split into two groups, or did these guys join the Templars, or?
No.
It's happening again. You people,
Happening.
you all need to run. You don't know.
No one can save you now.
No, now I have to listen
Excellent
to Ezio be
news,
loud.
Claudia. I now have a name. Manuel Paleologos, nephew of the deposed Byzantine Emperor Constantine. I have few doubts that he is the man leading the Templars. My task now is to interrogate a traitorous janissary named Tarek Barletti and find the location of the Templars' army. Until then, Sophia and I will continue our search for the one key that remains hidden. With every passing moment, I know my chances grow slimmer. And yet I cannot help but linger some days to stay an extra hour with her, to hear her voice and watch her face animate with joy as she speaks of the things that move her. Her books, her city, her memories. I cannot help but think what a shame it will be when I find the final key.
Sis, did I ever tell you how horny I am?
I mean, she knows.
So horny.
But also, for Ezio, that's remarkably reserved.
Sis, God, it's so hard.
Well, I know.
I didn't think about that last one, sis. Just disregard.
I want this chessboard.
Apologize, viewers.
I would apologize, but it's
That's not a legal move. It is a European variation. Arocco. It's interesting, but not exactly fair when you play by different rules than your opponent. You may think differently when you are Sultan. Shall I take it back? Suleiman, I know it has been hard on you watching your father and me quarrel over Bayezid's throne. Grandfather has chosen you, and his word is canon. What is there to argue about? Your father and I were close once, but his cruelty and ambition have made... I have heard the rumors, Uncle. Well, I have a meeting with the Vizier soon. Shall we continue another time? Whenever you like.
I'm hoping this Vizier is not evil just for a change of pace.
So does the uncle not know
Tarek
that
has been selling
Philemon
guns
does
to
not
a miser.
actually like him?
Well, Paleologos.
Paleologos.
Man, please for
That is a
that.
sad sound. The last Byzantine emperor was Constantine Paleologos. If his heir is arming a militia of some kind, This conflict will escalate.
Tarek knows where the rifles are headed. If I find him first, I can follow the weapons straight to the Byzantines.
He will be with his Janissaries in their barracks. So if you want to get close, you will have to be one yourself.
Not a problem.
Güzel.
So,
Get
if
the
there's
information
one
you
thing
need.
that Solomon the Magnificent was known for, it was
Then
his
kill
worry that conflicts would escalate.
Are you sure? You told me Tarek and your father were close friends, Suleiman.
This is true, but such naked treason against my grandfather deserves death.
Harsh.
Daisy.
But true. But no, really, I want that chest set. That looks like a sweet chest set.
Pretty cool.
It's all hand carved too, because it has to be.
Yep.
I've been playing a lot of chess at
So-
work recently.
Oh god.
Help me make it dope.
So I've already equipped the Janissary green colors. I don't think that'll help us at all, but
Oh, it's just one of us. He's wearing green. It's cool.
yep.
Don't worry about it.
Hang on, is that Janissary green? Yes.
Are
it is.
those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?
Jinko jeans.
I wonder how Janko jeans feel.
Probably big.
That mean?
Big
Go
jeans.
find someone and wear them.
My patience
Russ.
is ready to kill. It will keep you all I can.
Oh man. Oh, that guy's
Okay.
gonna get it.
What
That
if he-
guy's gonna get it.
Oh, he
Oh.
did.
Man, I was hoping that he'd just RNG would smile on him. He'd kill the Janissary and mission accomplished.
That would be really funny. I don't want the cherry bomb. I have to kill him from a hiding place.
This one?
If he comes over here.
If you eagle vision, can you see his route?
I don't think he... I don't think that's his route. I think that's a different...
If you throw a cherry bomb, won't you get his attention? He'll like come over to investigate.
That is true. There's also another chest here.
Just
Oh, she's gone.
quick. Just chop him.
Oh, no, I don't want to kill those
okay.
guys. I don't know how close he has to be to the cherry bomb. Also, I don't have a cherry bomb. I'd have to get it from that chest. You know what? Just do this the old-fashioned way.
Or go into hiding. Maybe it'll count.
I mean, the
Never
guards
get me
the
now.
guards will immediately blame me for any dead bodies. Oh, I'm sorry, bystander. That poor man.
Get harassed.
He's alright, though. He only got slashed by a sword like 3 times.
Those other guards are just not about this.
Guy was suspicious of me. But he isn't anymore.
Now I can just have this whole body. It's mine.
The black tongue gives it away.
Really turn. Oh. Later, sucker.
Yeah.
It's time for a disguise.
We are become the Janissary.
Selim understands our plight. The Byzantines,
But we're the
Mamluks,
swagger
the
James.
Safavid.
Jesus.
Only
He's got like
he
a
has
big
the courage to
scar.
face these threats.
Yep.
But listen, Selim is a warrior, like Osman.
If I come out of formation, does anything bad
So
happen?
why has our Sultan chosen a cat over our
Good.
lives?
That means I can do this.
Woe betide the murderer. Ahmed shares the Sultan's calm.
Style.
This enemy
They are
of
too
civilization
much alike.
must be found and brought to justice. If you see something, say something. Dark tidings, citizens of Constantinople. A servant of our Sultan has fallen at the hands of a criminal and been stripped of his garments.
Is it itchy
Be on the
Janissaries?
lookout for any suspicious activity. Go on, get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, you are not wanted here. Leave.
Yeah, that's right, Frank.
It's okay. He was a plant.
Oh, oh, yeah.
Like a ficus?
Get out of here, you
Yeah.
Why does Ahmed linger in the city? He knows he's not wanted.
He is like a moth hovering around an open flame, waiting
They're
for
walking
his
too
prey
fast.
Why is there a mission of just
so that he may
rolling
step
with
to
your
the
boys? Causing havoc.
Did you hear? He offered Tarek a sum of money in exchange for our loyalty.
Let me in.
God damn you! What did...
These guys walk too fast.
Kardesh Larim, one of our own was found murdered and stripped of his garments not an hour ago. His body dumped like a mound of rubbish. Keep a close watch on these streets as you move about. Someone is planning to strike in our name. We must be ready.
It's me. Ezio.
Any news from the north?
Selim's forces have fallen back to Varna. Heavy losses, I'm told.
Nope.
Olacak şey değil, değil mi? I pray for a swift conclusion.
Yes, but in which direction?
I cannot say. My heart sides with our Sultan, but my head hopes for Selim.
This guy's not suspicious of me for some reason.
Oh, that's fine. They're hanging out with the Janissaries. They just have a bomb kit.
Oh, Ezio, why? Ezio, why?
I have seen him before.
Carson, where is he?
I...
Cut him off!
Okay.
I saw you jump in there.
He didn't know because I didn't automatically jump back out. He didn't know I was in there.
He was the smartest guardian in assumption.
Any news from the north?
Oh God.
Good
Back to
sounds.
Varna. Heavy
Thank
losses, I'm told.
God, that didn't just keep happening.
Yeah.
Olacak şey değil, değil mi? I pray for a swift conclusion.
Yes, but in which direction?
I'm just making bombs.
I cannot say. My heart sides with our Sultan.
Why are you
but
doing
my
that?
hope for Selim.
Walk over. He's gonna die for this instant. Nice. Those floating, like, haystack particles make me think Goku was powering up, like, slightly to the right.
Yeah, it does feel like that. I want that treasure chest. But this man.
I can see you through the wall. I like this game we are playing.
Yeah, okay. some cherry bombs.
Assassination.
Tariq, a message for you.
Auriculade. The rifles have arrived in Cappadocia, where Manuel has garrisoned his army.
And our men, are they still with him?
Evet. They will contact us when the Byzantines decamp. Then we will meet them when they reach Bursa.
Everything is falling into place, Effendim.
Evet. For once.
And Ezio materializes behind him. Nothing personnel, kid.
Oh shit, it's a fight pit.
Get in the pit.
Nope. Just
Not allowed in the pit.
just a normal, everyday Janissary. Wait. I'm...
Possible reason is there for them to be suspicious of you.
I have... Okay, I was literally in the disguise, and he saw me.
Sometimes when I'm at work, we're just like some guys standing around in a circle, and we just decide, you know what? That guy's a spy, so we just flush him to death.
Oh god.
Good sounds.
I wonder if that's just the sound of like all the guards spawning in.
I mean, guys, if I'm at work and there's a spy, we gotta take care of him, right?
You can tell just because they like walk funny once. They saw a guy stumble for a bit. Totally a spy. Forgets to bring in brownies for the potluck. Spy.
There's a guy who didn't come back for lunch on time. We just dumped him in acid.
I mean, that's fair.
He was obviously trying to make sure we were so tired that we couldn't perform our work. Spy.
Yeah.
Sorted. Dealt with. Up.
Oh, of course he moved over there.
Is that just a bomb box?
Yeah. Every time you do that, I think Ezio fell. Tripped and fell on his ass.
Now what T-Rex is strategy?
Gotcha.
Oh.
Now we're in the fight pit.
Here we are.
Except we're fighting everyone.
Is this the result of Suleiman's investigation?
You collude with the Sultan's enemies. What did you expect when
Don't I look cool in this hat?
I blame myself. Not for treason, but hubris. I was preparing an ambush. Preparing to strike the Byzantine Templars where they felt safest.
What proof do you have of this?
See, here. This will lead you to the Byzantines in Cappadocia. Destroy them if you can.
You have done well, Tariq. Forgive me.
Well, my bad.
Protect my homeland, assassin.
I'm sorry, but you were not the Pope.
Nope.
Redeem the honor we have lost in this fight.
So Solomon, got some awkward news.
What's up, guys?
I'm tired of this uniform.
Oh. Getting out of here. Nope, not that way.
Are you not? Yeah.
Oh no. Janissary caught me.
Oh. They're not capitalizing on these momentary.
Alright. See ya.
Bye. Later, suckers.
Yeah, they
just kind of let me go.
Now, which Assassin's Creed lets you just do a running Tanahashi to people, but also murder them at the
Oh
same
god,
time?
I thought I was gonna fall through the ground.
Oh no!
Didn't
Oh no!
help.
Oh no! Oh no!
Now, if only you could zipline up.
That would throw him for a loop.
What sorcery is this? I can't believe that worked. The dude's just gonna chill there.
No, not here.
Nope, not here.
Nothing here.
Oh. What? It just, it forced me out of the hay bale.
Because the next thing to do is escape.
I guess.
Walking outside the circle, Doc.
I guess I didn't actually escape yet, so.
Oh.
My respects, Noble Cheshire.
And you're good.
Swim to victory. Hey.
Alright.
Very wet now. Just drop all the clothes in the river. Perfect plan.
Yeah, Templar jumps into the river, Ezio climbs out. Or not Templar, Janissary.
Alright. Just hang on 1 second. I will be right back.
I kind of want to buy Devil May Cry. Paused. That
All
reminds me.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We are also infamous. Oh.
I love that game.
I never played that game.
It's pretty cool. You get electric powers, and you get ice powers, and fire powers and stuff. It's not.
Oh no, you've maxed out your notoriety.
I am thinking of a different game. I was thinking of the game where you have like blood powers. That's Prototype? Yeah.
Yep. You transform in like monsters and stuff too.
I mean, I haven't played either game, but they came out around the same time and kind of had they both had one sequel.
I think Infamous was the better game.
I think Infamous had 2 sequels.
Did it?
Infamous Second Son. What was the one where you play as that girl with neon powers sequel, or was it like DLC? I know Prototype had one sequel because they added more collars to the main character.
Okay, Infamous Second Son
Did
is
I miss
the
a
third
question
game.
about Infamous?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Infamous Second Son is indeed the third game, and has a different protagonist than the first two. That's why it's called Second Son.
It is a title that kind of implies it is the second game, though.
Well, more so than 2.
Well, no, but like if you just, I was.
If you not know about,
I
the
understand
series,
the confusion.
yeah.
In the first game, you're just some dude who got caught in a big black explosion that gave people superpowers.
I want superpowers like that.
And in, well, no, because everyone else in the blast died.
I'm dying.
Worth the risk. Literally worth the risk.
Then in the second game, you go to, well, in the first game you're in not New York, and in the second game that character goes to not New Orleans. And then in Second Son, you're just in Seattle.
Hey, welcome to not New York. Hey, welcome to not New Orleans. Yeah, this is Seattle, dog.
You know how it goes.
Character plays as a member of. Character you play is a member of.
Hold on.
An indigenous peoples tribe, except it's a made-up one, which is kind of weird.
That is odd choice.
Tarek was no traitor, Suleiman. He too was tracking the Byzantines.
Whoops.
So did you
kill the shit?
I'm sorry.
He did.
God, I stabbed his neck so good.
Should not have been so quick to judge.
And then there's like a
He was
second.
loyal to your grandfather to the end.
Maybe I shouldn't talk over.
Through his efforts, we have the means to save your city.
Tarek.
That's what means they're here
should
to
not have been
recount
so
things on this.
secretive. What a terrible way to do a good thing.
The weapons were taken to Cappadocia. Can you get me there?
Yes, of course. I will arrange a ship to take you.
Suleiman! Suleiman! I've been set up
I
and
was
made to look a
I
traitor.
was partially hoping
Do you
Ezio would
remember
have just
Tarek, the
disappeared
Tunisian?
behind that pillar.
The man you quarreled with?
He's been murdered. It is no secret that he and I were at odds. Now
It's
the
just like
Janissaries
still
will
to
accuse
the,
me of this
like
crime.
right over there.
This is terrible news, Uncle.
When word gets back to my father, he will banish me from the city.
We just creep on up.
Ah, forgive me, nephew. I was not aware that you had a guest.
This is Marcello, one of my European advisors in Cafe.
Buonasera.
Why is he so heavily armed?
Marcello, my nephew and I have a private matter to discuss.
As I said, there will be a ship waiting for you when you wish to leave.
Grazie, mio principe.
We will track down the perpetrator of this crime, Uncle. Have patience.
Hey, stop for the guard! That man seems familiar.
It's just one right there.
So, because we killed that dude, the uncle's in danger of being banished, right? So, 100% Suleiman intended this to happen so he gets uncle banished.
I would think so.
So, also just a quick note before we move on completely. Infamous Second Son also had like a side, not like a proper sequel, but like a side game that was its own thing. That where you played a more linear story as one of the secondary characters from Second Son. So, not like a DLC, because you can play it without Second Son, I think, but...
Like a blood dragon?
Oh. They're very slippery boats.
God, watercress blood dragon.
Never played it, but I'm tempted to.
I do appreciate in Infamous Second Son, they let the... Like, they made... As opposed to...
Oh, jeez.
What was that?
Ow. He's throwing
What
bombs at me.
the hell? Oh, he just has those. Oh. In the first couple of games, like, a lot of them had. A lot of the people with superpowers, they call them conduits, had like specific elemental things, but they weren't all like that. In the second game, they made them like all, oh, they control this specific type of substance or something. But then they got weird with it. Like they made the substances like ones you don't usually see. Like smoke and neon and video.
Video and neon are two I definitely haven't seen a lot. Smoke I've seen a couple times.
And concrete.
You need to have like fire or something to like do your thing, but fire is
Well,
the focus.
part of it is that if you can absorb some, you can kind of just have the energy in you.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you run out and have to get more, but if it lets you get up on top of a building to a smokestack, you're not.
See, I think it'd be cooler if you like prep for a fight by lighting up a cigar.
Isn't that dangerous?
Doing sick or
Like
revving up
smoke?
his vape.
Also, like, so I'm going to assume downtown Seattle is not. Like, it probably has a fair amount, but is probably not totally covered in neon signs. Handily for the protagonist to absorb from.
That's probably fair.
Exactly.
There's not
It's
something.
been a while since I've been there.
You know, Seattle, the
Enjoying
city
the
of
porn?
neon.
Who are these men he condemned to hell?
Political
There's one you
opponents.
don't get, but
Men who
see
wronged
was paper powers.
Alighieri's quill cuts deeply, no?
See, it is a subtle way to seek revenge.
Ezio, I plan to make a trip to Andrianople in a few weeks to visit a new printing press there.
That should be fun.
It is a 5 or 6 day ride from here, and I will need an escort.
Prego.
So could you get
I'm
used to
sorry.
that from here?
You are a busy man.
Sophia, I would love to accompany you, but my time is running short.
That is true for all
I'm
of us.
very old.
Well, I can
the
try
oldest
to
is-
solve this last code now, but I need to run an errand before sundown. Can you wait a day?
What do you need?
It is silly, but a bouquet of fresh flowers. White tulips, specifically.
I can get you the flowers. Nessun problema.
Are you sure?
It will be a nice change of pace.
Bene. Meet me in the park east of Hagia Sophia, and we will trade. Flowers for information.
Hey, something about the way this is said, my first inclination is, oh, she's going to die.
Why would you say that, friend?
So, every interaction Ezio has with that woman eventually goes to, oh, by the way, she ends with her casually mentioning a problem, and Ezio fucking jumping on it.
I mean, listen.
She knows how to
Yeah.
get stuff done. Just bug Ezio.
And she's like, oh, sorry, Ezio, those are the wolves that live outside my store.
If it needs to be taken care of, I will do it.
No, you
why?
don't need to take care of the wolves, even though they have eaten my left arm.
The Y wolves, hungry for flesh. Knowledge.
Yeah, zipline. There needs to be more zip lines in video games, just in general.
Yeah.
This guy's got flowers.
You look like a man with money to spend. What do you need, Dostum?
What the fuck does that
Why?
Igor posture?
If you have them.
Ah, tulips.
flower merchant.
Forgive me, but I am fresh out. Something else, perhaps.
It is not my
Tulips?
call,
Does
unfortunately.
this look like Holland?
All right, listen. I may know where to get fresh tulips. You wait here, and I will return. 1 hour, 2 at most.
What the fuck is this
I'm
dude?
not waiting an hour.
I need to, but first I must go dig up a corpse for my master.
Listen, man, I can get you tulips.
Seriously, this is the fucking creepiest flower merchant.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah, florist.
Most impressive. Best point guard, though.
I am just going to wait here for an hour.
Seems reasonable to me.
How did you get to the doctor go? Did he give you leeches? Even down there?
Kind of wish I could have heard more of that guard's conversation.
Oh, I got quite a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Lots of excited people.
Excited for Assassin's Creed.
I like how that when the beggar women get the money, they just immediately walk away with the rest of the crowd. Nowhere to hide here. So I'll just go downstairs.
Fortunately, everyone in this game is extremely nearsighted.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be.
Pick 3 white tulips. Those are not white tulips. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. Couldn't tell where it was.
I hope this does not belong to anyone.
Clearly, they are growing free and unfettered.
Ezio has to kill people for this, I swear to God.
Yeah, some guards are going to say, "Hey, this is not allowed."
These aren't for you.
And Ezio fucking murders them.
In the name of the Jarl.
Nothing here.
Shouted him apart.
Oh, Ezio, you got me these red tulips, huh?
What can I say?
I am colorblind.
He's killed so many people over the years that he just sees everything red now.
My eyes,
That's
they've
my
been
friend
permanently
Godot.
dyed.
Okay.
Objection.
So I'm pretty sure
It's a weird sort of string of unrelated joke.
Trying to figure out, what the attorney's creed is. What's true is true.
I'm pretty
Nothing
sure
is true, everything is permitted, obviously.
I'm pretty sure we're currently on top of the Hagia Sophia, which is like the one of the few landmarks that I actually know what it is.
Hmm.
I think this is the one. There's a couple of like large temples in this game that are landmarks. This is the famous one though. Oh, and there's a bank right here. We can make our withdrawal.
See you next time.
There's that laugh again. Ah, yes, a picnic in a graveyard.
They're mourning.
What is this?
A gift. Sit.
We are surrounded by the corpses of all the people you have
Che
killed.
belli, grazie. I wanted to thank you for letting me play a small role in your adventure.
A small role
Not the
is enough
problem.
for this adventure, believe me.
You are a mystery, Ezio Auditore.
Mi dispiace. I do not mean to be.
It is fine. È affascinante.
Don't you mean to be like explicitly as an
Why,
assassin?
thank you.
Any luck with the final code?
Ah, the code, see. I solved it many hours ago. You will get it soon enough.
Lady, this isn't how the deal was supposed to.
This is not what I signed up for.
I'm gonna be right back, really.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I actually... Okay, yeah. I got him. I got the money.
That's all that matters.
Jimmy, guys have cash and Ezio Auditore.
Gonna trip you.
Trip you.
Ezio Auditore of New York.
Hey, what's the problem here? My name's Ezio Auditore. Meet my cousin. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ezio, where's the best pizza?
It's DiMaggio's.
Where's that?
You ain't never been. You know what DiMaggio's is? You can't go. Don't even worry about it. It's only for people who know.
I was gonna throw my weapon, but Ezio decided he just changed his mind and put it back, put it away.
Did he forget about it?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I am in charge, not you. Fucking elbow that woman.
Just running into people in this game is really funny. I find it more funny when you run through too many people and you just fucking eat shit.
Yeah.
Ezio starts spitting through the crowd, arms spread out. I will be waving my hands in front of my face, and if you get hit, it is your own fault.
It's the most unstoppable offense. No one could ever defeat it.
That was not a good Ezio impression there.
Is mine any better? It doesn't matter.
It's the Mia, Ezio!
There you go.
Hey! Wahoo! Assassination!
I would like to see, like, the Assassin's Creed game, like Assassin's Creed 2, just redubbed with all of Mario's sound effects. Or just replace the sound effects in the game with all of Mario's.
So, Borgia.
I would love to see Bowser as a Borgia.
Bowser is the Pope.
Oh god, that'd be awesome!
He got pretty close in Odyssey. He was wearing white.
It's over, Mario. I have the power of God on my side now.
Can you imagine, like, Ezio Auditore is like, I have slain you, Cesare. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Rodrigo.
Ezio fucking hidden blade kills Bowser.
No, he can't, because he's got the shell on his back. You can't stab him from behind.
Invincible.
That's my favorite item in TF2.
I should play TF2 at some point.
Eh.
Another old book just hidden conveniently in this roof panel.
How?
Along with 1,200 bucks.
As we all know, books are indestructible, as we saw by that 1,200-year-old book from earlier this episode.
There are this is Quest in Spider-Man for the PS4. where Spider-Man has to help someone find a bunch of art that was stolen and hidden. Apparently for decades, but it's just like hidden in fake AC units or like smoke stack, like tiny, just fake parts of buildings.
I mean, what else are you gonna do with art?
And good thing art's indestructible, not at all sensitive.
Yeah.
And they're all rolled up too.
Yeah.
Which isn't good for some patents.
No.
Like, it's incredibly difficult to preserve ink and paper. Like, the Constitution, from what I've seen of it, like it was on display one time I was in DC. Like, almost faded away.
I knocked that guy's book out of his hand, and then he reacted like a second later.
It was pointed out to me in art class that the reason, like the whole, what is it, the Last Supper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who was it that painted that?
I can't remember off the top of my head. One of the Renaissance dudes.
I want to say Da Vinci, but I don't know if it was actually him that painted it.
But the thing is, that shit is so delicate. And it's like basically constantly needing to be worked on and preserved. Because whoever it was, who was it that made it?
It was Da Vinci.
Okay, Da Vinci was basically experimenting the whole time whenever he made something new or something like that. He basically did not. He was painting like right onto the wall with like paint that he was trying out, but that like didn't set as well as other stuff. So that stuff has been that stuff was kind of like flaking off from day one. Apparently, a lot of Da Vinci stuff had that problem.
Da Vinci was also notoriously flaky. It was a band project left and right.
As he should.
Yeah.
Give up hope whenever.
Like, apparently, on his deathbed, he was like, "Fuck! I really should have finished those things."
Hindsight's always 20/20.
So yeah, the original is a mural on a wall, and then they're like 30 years later, there are a pair of oil painting versions that are also imported.
There's also that whole thing about like even the Mona Lisa like faded pretty quick. Not like totally away, obviously, but like
it is faded.
The details changed, like people arguing over her lack of eyebrow.
I know it's not what you meant, but my brain immediately went, "Yo, Mona Lisa got faded."
That means like drunk, right?
Yeah.
No, did you see Mona at the party the other day?
Just fucking.
I can't believe Mona Lisa would hide up.
That placid smile is because she's out of her mind.
She's fucking out of her.
He's gone.
There are people to this day who wonder, like, what, did she party too hard?
I'm also remembering, like, there was some production note that came out after the end of Adventure Time, where a character that was considered at one point to be Finn's love interest was the Mona Lisa. Like the painting that had come to life.
Huh.
But she was really short because it was just the part of her that's in the painting with tiny arms and legs. and everything in her kingdom, the Mona Lisa kingdom, was short. Just her living alone in like a half-sized place with a bunch of tiny, like, field animals.
Huh.
And that was gonna be a love interest for Finn at one point.
Series had a lot of strange love interests.
Man, this
Like
painting, I'm
Yeah,
just
well-
reading the history of it now, and it's been... Boy, there have been a lot of restorations on this thing, like... You know, even... And damages.
There's a like video I see going around online sometimes that's very satisfying to watch of someone very gently like taking tons of layers of like lacquer and preservative off of a painting of some English queen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture too, or that video. It's pretty cool.
Like it's incredible because it goes from yellowed to like perfectly clear.
Yeah. Painting restoration is a pretty difficult job, I would assume.
Yeah, but I also remember like that's part of people are very hesitant about the restoration of the Mona Lisa because even it, which has survived well, like survived better than a lot of the pieces. That was Da Vinci, right? A lot of it, even that survived a lot better than a lot of Da Vinci stuff. But even that's like really delicate, more so than a lot of other contemporary paintings.
Plus, it is also worth an ungodly amount of money.
Yeah, certainly.
Don't
yeah.
fuck it up. Hey, Derek, you're on restoration duty today.
I imagine
Oh, jeez.
500 year, I imagine like 500-year-old parchment is not in any way like intact. Well, I also remember this one time I went to go see I saw the Dead Sea Scrolls. And those things are like super under preservation. Like they won't like the room they're stored in is very dark because like they don't want to take any more damage because that shit is ancient.
Well, yeah.
We're talking more about Da Vinci than ever in the game he's not in.
The one Ezio game that Da Vinci isn't in.
Yeah, how is this puzzle dungeon going for you?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, as you can see.
To be clear,
Looking
that's
like a
not
water
me.
temple.
Yeah.
That's not me saying I don't like the conversation. I'm just pointing out it's kind of funny.
It's amusing.
Yeah.
Abstinence makes the heart grow fonder.
I mean, a bit, yeah. Leonardo was our cool friend.
What was? I think I brought this up before.
Now we have a new bro, Broseph.
It's true.
There was some. Was it the Order 1880 something that like had Tesla as that historical cameo gadget guy?
Maybe.
Well,
Probably.
we're not done with him yet.
Yeah, that sounds about right for that game. They had to tell someone, I think. So who built this?
Assassins.
Why?
Assassins are some old king to like preserve his stupid treasure.
To hide the key in.
Yeah.
It's either somebody else's treasure dungeon to hide their treasure that the assassins reused, or needed to hide all these keys.
Yep.
Gotta get the key.
One thing about these keys you gotta hide. But
A glass shark.
this is a very weird. I don't know. The stones that serving as a puzzle displays water is just very weird for me as.
It's
I
not
know
even just a
normal-
puzzle. It's just you press the switch and then you press the other switch, but before the timer runs out, and that's it.
This for me, for whatever reason, is weirder than any of this nonsense in the Zelda dungeons. Just because this game otherwise tries to strive towards like a sense of realism, I guess.
What would be interesting is if you had like 4 switches and you had to like press them in a certain order to get the stones in the right configuration so that the water would drain. But it's just
That'd be cool.
completely linear. It's just you press this switch and then you press this one, then you press this one. You win.
I win! I'm the best. I'm Ezio.
Ezio isn't like super talented because he's a genius. He just keeps running into these puzzles that are designed by morons.
Only the smartest can steal our treasure.
Uh-oh.
Not to roll back. Not to roll the conversation back too much, but I had an art class in college that I didn't like the professor, but a lot of the material fairly interesting. Apparently, people painted with a lot of different stuff, trying to figure out what worked. There was an interesting one that was like tempera, which was like pigment mixed with like egg geel.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tempera and
yeah, I'm familiar with like the modern tempera paints. I'm not sure if they're
Yolki.
yeah.
I feel like art history seems like something that would be pretty interesting, but it's not something that I ever took or kind of investigated.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't retain it.
I mean, that's fair.
Jesus Christ, these fucking crowds.
That laugh is gonna haunt my dreams.
I love that dude.
There he is.
There's also
Alright, one more Altair section.
there was some class for some reason where like we jumped a whole bunch of time to talk about it, I think, but we also started talking about like Frank Lloyd Wright architecture stuff. Those houses look pretty cool. I've heard a lot of them were not super comfortable to live in.
I don't remember much about my art history class outside of it was really easy because it was all online, but the teacher put all the materials on day one. So I just did all the homework and all the projects the first week.
And I just didn't give a shit afterwards.
Well, there was no more work to do. I finished it
Our
all.
master has gone mad. I would like to know.
I think I spent most of that semester playing basketball.
Good evening.
Water.
Yeah, our teacher was
Sit.
pretty annoying about showing up even a minute late.
Yeah.
What brings you here, old man?
I snuck into a bunch of classes at the university.
Do not mock him.
Ended up
He has lived as an orphan for
and
most of his
He
life.
blocked the doors. He had to
Shamed
come and
by
knock.
his family's
I
legacy.
came late to a class. I
He
wasn't
is
doing once.
desperate
He was
for
like,
power.
not this time, sir.
He is powerless.
I was like, you got me.
He is our mentor. And unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was
Can't
driven
remember
out
Altair over here.
unjustly.
Class and asked for the homework again.
Old Tair. He's really old
Is it
now.
you? I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible.
Why do you have to hold your
Abbas
hand like
uses
that?
rogue
What
Fedayeen
is
to keep us
with
from the
this
castle.
series and the prolonged revenge
The
thing?
fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I
I think it's
begin?
mostly that they needed something for Altair
us.
to do after the events of the first game.
Exile
You
time.
don't sound excited.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone raised his blade against an innocent?
Alas, yes. Brutality seems to be their sole joy.
Then they will die, for they have compromised the order. But those who still live by the creed must be spared.
You can trust in us. You've heard the stories going around the village.
About Abbas and his nightmares?
No. Altair.
What about him?
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They say he fought with a hidden blade.
Rumors. I don't believe it.
True or not, say nothing to our boss. He is sick with paranoia.
Shit.
My optional objective. Do not kill anyone except Abbas and his captains. Okay. So I'm allowed to kill these guys.
Clear out, old.
You will not leave this place alive.
What was that line read?
Yeah, he's a little bit of a mushmouth there, huh?
You will not leave this place alive.
Drunk on the job.
Oh no, I've been murdered. Will someone please revenge me?
Out from the corner walks.
It'd be
out
funny if,
giant.
like, now that you're ancient, your health bar was small again.
Please, Cockney assassin, save me.
Right, no, right, mate. I can't do that.
It's a little more Australian.
Nah, it don't. Well, it don't really matter, does it?
Also, we throw some shrimp on the Barbie.
Would you like a shrimp on the Barbie?
Hey there, matey. Would you like a shrimp on the Barbie?
Where did that guy jumping from?
Mentor.
Welcome.
Do not want to get him killed.
I like how old Ezio runs.
Kill the traitor!
Oh.
Oh, so you're not allowed to kill anyone but the captains and Abbas.
They just fucking died when they got close to them.
You pathetic miser. Stand down or...
Follow me to the castle. And spill no blood if you can help it.
We killed so many people, though.
Yeah, you could have told us that like a minute ago. Like, really.
I guess we couldn't help it.
We used our auras to murder those men.
Well, they used their arrows.
No, they use their stance.
If Altair fucking dies after this scene, I swear to fucking.
No, he can't run.
Death.
God, I love it. I love just people dying while you walk forward. Hey, Maria.
Ghosts.
Miss Thorpe, now that you're a ghost, what do you think about Altair?
Decades have passed since we last saw you within these walls.
Ghost reporter talking to her.
It's me, Ghost Report. Spook slightly.
We could use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
Hello.
So has Altair just been like living in like a shack somewhere for the past 20 years?
He's been Obi-Waning it up.
What are you waiting for? You fools!
I like how a boss looks literally exactly the same.
Our mentor has returned!
You guys would have to be like 40 if you don't already know him.
I fight for you. For the
What?
order.
Oh, I didn't kill him.
Welcome home.
Altair. Welcome back, mentor.
Why did you kill him?
Presence
You monster.
Always an honor.
Die!
together for victory.
This would be a bit more impactful if there was a scene of Ezio like training these assassins or getting some sort of like revelation or something, but
Haha, like
mean
the video
Altair?
game you said.
yeah, Altair. But as it is, he basically just
Tell your
like
men to stand down.
No! I am defending Masha!
No.
Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death. Of the past and the future. Let me show you.
Why did he say that like that?
Plot twist.
fucking makes a gun.
Yep. Ezio, or not even Ezio.
I can
Altair's
never
got a gun.
forgive you, Altair. The lies
I can't
you
believe
told
conditions
about my
worked.
family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
So why
I
didn't
hope
you tell
there
him
is
this
another life
earlier?
after this one. Then I will
Probably-
see.
he probably
wouldn't
don't know what's
believe
Know
him
the truth
because
of
I
his
don't
final
believe
days.
Altair right now.
And when it is your time,
Master
he will
manipulator.
find you. And then there will be no doubts.
No doubt. I love Gwen Stefani.
I mean, hell, same.
Falls over.
An old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together. I would have called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage.
And call
The
him stubborn.
assassins were his life, from beginning to end.
Also,
He had no other.
I was a bit confused with the events there. Was Altair actually training those assassins aside with them, or are they just like, hey, you look at that one guy we heard of once?
So because he said, please try not to hurt anybody, they re-sided with him because Abbas was like, fucking murder! Yeah! And that's not what the assassins are about. They they kill people, but you don't just kill people
Words,
to kill people.
everything is permitted.
See, that's
But nothing
the
is
whole point
true.
of the creed is that everything is permitted, and then you don't do awful shit.
Yeah.
No, I remember the first lesson was you do whatever you want.
No, see that the entire first game was about that.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Ezio spends a lot of time doing whatever he wants.
Well, that is true, but it's within the framing device of these are Ezio's memories, so he had to do this for some reason.
What's next?
Remember, kids, everything is true and nothing. A thing is true and everything is permitted.
Why? I wish it was so permitted.
Everything is true and nothing is permitted.
That's the Templar motto.
We hate the assassins so much, we just stole their motto and reversed it.
Yeah. Everything is nothing, and truth is permitted.
We are the truth. We are the youth.
Man, that sounds like the worst TED Talk.
We got the beat.
Everything is nothing. Everything equals nothing. And truth is permitted.
Our truth is permitted. Nice. I love that guy.
Is there a guy I can throw my axe at? Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Yeah. I seem to be stuck now. There.
So, considering this game's like love of old men, I'm kind of hoping that we wake up in the Animus like Desmond's like 70 years old.
I killed my girlfriend underground. Why?
No, my
Why?
axe.
My axe, my hidden blade, my wife.
Oh.
God damn it.
Alright, you're coming with me.
Now I'm imagining Ezio and Gale.
You guys deal with it.
I know she's not saying it, but I keep hearing Nandeo. It's really fucking throwing me off.
Random Japanese people in Constantinople, the 16th century.
I mean, Constantinople is the birthplace of anime, as you all know.
Yeah, true.
That's where I watched my first one.
They're currently constructing the Gundam in the arsenal right now.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
But anyway, I think that's a good place to stop. I don't know how much is left, but there's probably like another 40 minutes to an hour, so.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, we're pretty much just about there. I can't remember what else there is to do as far as like the political intrigue goes, because I remember basically nothing about that. But I know there's a little bit more to do with like the keys and whatnot. So
Can you believe that at some point we'll be playing someone other than Ezio?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait to play a Sans Undertale.
Spoilers. It's the DLC of this game. Actually, did Revelations have any DLC?
For a second there, I thought you were going to ask, wait, was Sans Undertale the protagonist?
I mean,
did I forget?
Isn't he the protagonist in every game?
That's true.
At any
I can't
rate,
refute that.
it's everything is true. Nothing is
But
permitted.
nothing is.
Sans is permitted.
Yeah. Dang.
Can't believe Sans is permitted.
All right.
All
Well,
right, good night.
Thank you all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Ba-da-da-ba.